Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. We are here today. We're going to be at the Valley Parade and we're going to take on Brighton Hove Albion. I don't think they're actually below us in the table. There's a few teams that are below us. I think this is one of them, although I don't actually remember. I'm going to check quickly. Brighton are in 14th, so they are below us, which means realistically we should win, but we lost to Leicester and they're in 17th, so I don't know. All I want is a good result. If you didn't see the last episode, we took on Villarreal in our final group game of the Europa League group stages, and we got an emphatic 4-1 win. But at the end of the day, they still went through. We were trying to beat them so Rosenborg could go through, make it interesting, but Rosenborg drew their match against Galatasaray. So we're through in the Europa League. I'll show you the table quickly if you guys haven't seen. And we're going to see who our round of 32 opponent is eventually when the draw is done. I'm not sure when it's done, but there is our group. I showed you guys all the other groups in the last episode, so I won't do that again. But there was our group, and that's how our group finished up. We did quite well in Europa League, to be honest. If only we could replicate this form in the Premier League, that'd be brilliant, but can't win every game, I suppose. But anyway, we've got some quite tired players, and we've also got a hell of a lot of games coming up, so there'll be a lot of rotation going around. We've got 6 Premier League games in 18 days, so this is going to be one of them. And it's going to be a bit of a Premier League run at the moment. Hopefully we can get some points out of it. I'm hoping maybe 2 or 3 wins, I think is probably realistic. But as many wins as we can, really. Let's go into the press conference and see what is going to be said.
Okay, we'll take questions now.
Your recent form suggests you'll be able to stay clear at the bottom of the table. Do you have enough depth in your squad to maintain your momentum? I would say so. It's our responsibility to try. What will happen next. At the very least we can do is try. Mr. Johnson, in your opinion, is there a chance that Brighton and Hove Albion will win the match against your team? There's a possibility that Brighton and Hove Albion could secure a win. Wins are never guaranteed, even though we're in good form. We actually are in good form, or at least past few episodes anyway. Still can't bloody keep a clean sheet. Your team is basking in great form recently. Do you think you can continue to perform at this lightning pace in upcoming matches? Must avoid distractions. These last results have been great, but we shouldn't get distracted. They are tough matches, but if we keep our high standards of preparation, I'm confident this run is not ending anytime soon.
Okay, guys.
We'll go into the match and lose 5-0 to Brighton or something.
Thanks now.
Anyway. So that is the pre-match press conference. We'll sort the lineup out and then we'll go into the game. Obviously we're going to be rotating the big boys back in after just giving some of the lesser used players a run out for the Cup. The Europa League, I mean. I think that's an okay squad. Hennessy's got 88 pace at centre back. Tomorrow's got 87. Hakimi's got 98. Wan-Bissaka's got 94. Carbonero's got 96. Green's got 91. Tielemans kind of letting the pace down, 69. So besides Tielemans, everyone's got quite fast pace. And Lafont as well, obviously, but he's not going to be running around the pitch unless I actually just get sick of him and decide to see if I can score a goal with him. But anyway, that's going to be the squad. We're just going to use the big boys. We've got, I don't want Tomori as the captain, but I'm going to give Tomori the nod ahead of Todibo, mainly because Todibo needs a break. We're going to go Greenwood here. The captain, of course. But anyway, without further ado, might as well travel to our next game against Brighton, except we're not going to be travelling, we're at home, so I mean, that sorts something out. Another game today is Spurs and Chelsea, so it's quite a big game that we're going up against here. We're at the Valley Parade though, we're against Brighton. We've got Lafont in goal, Hakimi and Wan-Bissaka as the full-backs, Tomori and Hennessy as the centre-backs, Tielemans as the centre defensive mid, Dembele on the left, Carbonero on the right, Greenwood in the middle, Hlošek and Haaland a strike partnership that seem to be scoring quite a lot at the moment, so I don't really want to break that up or ruin that in any way. Is that Phil Jones captaining Brighton? It might be Phil Jones, it could just be a regen that looks a lot like him, I don't even know. But anyway, we're going to go into it, see what we can do. I'm hoping in one of these 6 games we get our first Premier League clean sheet. I think that's another aim we should try and go for. I think I might have beaten my other score if I'd actually scored that last one. We'll never know. Anyway, we're going into foggy Bradford afternoon. Or foggy afternoon in Bradford, I should say. Make more sense. Brighton Baha.
I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary position, joined by Lee Dixon. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Bradford City facing Brighton and Hove Albion.
I just want to apologise for uploading the second episode of yesterday's double upload so late. I honestly just forgot to.
Really attack the opposition, put them on the back foot.
So I apologise for that.
Hopefully
but anyway, Logic been on fire. 7 goals in the last 3 matches. Quite mad, to be honest.
You could make a strong case for this man. Lee, what do you
think by the last 3 matches, I think it means the last 3 matches he's played, because sometimes it says however many goals in the last however many matches, and they haven't played the match. Anyway, we'll just go into it. I legitimately think they've got Phil Jones, although we'll see. They've got Darder, who's pretty decent.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Lafont, Wan-Bissaka, Hennessy, Tomori, Hakimi, Gilmons, Carbonero, Dembele, Greenwood, Erling Braut Haaland, and Adam Vlasek.
The wide players tuck in when they haven't got the ball to help that lone midfield player in the middle of the park.
Musso, Svensson, Jones, Keane, Nunes, Neuser. Oh wow, they've got 5 at the back. Darder, Palacios, Bryce, Laborde, and Afanat. I'm quite annoyed.
Played this system at Arsenal many a year under George Graham. It does not work when it works well. Sometimes
I thought we were past the 5 at the back phase of every other team, like in the lower leagues, but Brighton keep it going in the Premier League. I think this is the first 5 at the back we've seen in the Premier League, and we're 16 games in. So we've nearly played every team once. Greenwood, Vlasek. What? Now wait, what? So I'm in for Haaland. I automatically thinks I want to play it to Dembele. Hakimi wins it back. Tielemans loses it, trying to get to Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka gets there. And it's going to be cleared by Lafont. Not to one of our players though, because that would be too easy.
It's with Sergi Darder.
Not sure what to make of Brighton.
Well, here's the table, and let's make this argument, shall we, Lee? Everton have been performing below expectations.
How have Everton been performing below expectations? I'd be ecstatic if I was an Everton fan and we were in 6th. Champions League place. They said the same for bloody West Ham as well. What is it with these commentators thinking that the teams... Maybe the Premier League's changed in the 5 seasons that it's been in this career mode. We're on the season 5, but the 4 seasons before it as well. Maybe it's changed. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe West Ham and Everton should be in the Champions League spots, but I don't think I've actually seen them in the Champions League spots throughout the when I've been doing the recaps of each season. To be honest, couldn't keep the ball with Vlasek, and now it's a problem. If like either Greenwood or Tielemans wants to be like used as me to play as, then that'd be great, you know. Wan-Bissaka gets to Tielemans, and now Haaland. Oh my God, your strength, and you don't even get to keep that.
He has teammates to play it to. It looks promising. It's there for him.
What a save by Lafont, and he can grab it a second time. I wasn't sure what he was going to do there. I wasn't sure if he was going to pass it across or go for the shot. In the end, he went for the shot.
Gets the ball in the end with great relief.
Carbonero, nah, I thought I could get it round the left back, but I couldn't. Some of my strikers are playing defence. Wan-Bissaka keeps it in. IL being wide that, but okay, it's cool. IL being wide with Wan-Bissaka and Tomori there, but that's okay. Ah, I thought we could throw it around. Obviously I was incorrect. And now Svensson got a bit of room. Hakimi blocks. How does How does Dembele lose that there?
And scope for the cross.
Hakimi can win it back though. Now we can get going. God, he's fast, isn't he? Maybe we should be using Hakimi's pace a bit more. Greenwood through to Haaland. And it's 1-0. You don't let Haaland through like that. Come on. Should learn by now. Erling Braut Haaland.
Things have got to change on both sides. Well, here it is again, Derek. The way to the pass is excellent, and the finish clinical.
Beautiful pass through from
Lovely
Greenwood.
play.
Nobody was marking him. He tucks that away every time.
In terms of the goal that was scored.
All the time in the world. No Michael Keane, no Phil Jones to stop the run of Erling Braut
Well,
Haaland.
he's got to be delighted with his players. His big smile on his face.
May not have had the possession this game so far, but we've got the goal to put us ahead, and it's in the 11th now for Haaland.
1-0 then.
In his short time out, being out due to injury, I have missed that man. I'm glad he's back.
Let's get that news from Alan.
It's a goal for Chelsea. 22 minutes played. 1-1.
Thanks as ever for the update, Alan.
Lozano scored. I believe it's Chelsea who got the goal.
Around him. It's with Sergi Darder. Svensson.
I need Dembele to move out of the way there, realistically. Oh, Wan-Bissaka's been absolutely outdone there. What the fuck is the plan? Oh, I'm so confused right now.
Waiting in the middle. This looks promising. Well, he failed to get it away properly.
Oh, I was trying to switch to Tomori and it switched to a different player in that crowd. But anyway, it's saved by Lafont. Got the initial header, I believe it was Hakimi, but couldn't header it further. Lafont makes a good save though from Brighton's headed opportunity. Bryce with the corner. Lafont with a punch. Not fully away, but Haaland wins the ball. And now Hlošek gets out to Dembele. Back to Haaland. Hlošek fouled off the ball. Don't stay down. Don't stay down.
Not a good
I
pass.
panicked. I was looking at Hlošek. He's got up though, luckily, I think. Hopefully there's no knock there. Not going to lie, that scared me a little bit. Palacios with a great pass down. Bryce could get there. Hakimi. I think he's giving it a corner. Oh, Hlošek has picked up a knock. I really hope it's nothing serious.
Really heavily on his shoulder there and looks like he's in severe pain. But he looks less concerned.
I don't want to bring him off yet.
We're worried about him. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff.
We'll see if it goes by half time and then we'll decide. Oh, bollocks. If that's Hlošek injured after Haaland just come back, I'll be a little bit upset. Balled away by Lafont again. And we're going to win the throw in there. Unlucky bounce for Brighton, but a bit of luck of the draw for once. Tomori. I'd love to play it forward to Tielemans, but he's behind me,
The
so
hosts are struggling in terms of possession.
go to Greenwood.
But on the break, they've been devastating. The pace really hurts.
Carbonero. Haaland. Back into Carbonero. I wanted to do it one more to Hlošek, but I couldn't, so I'm just going to turn and shoot. Oh, it's a good save. I wanted to play it off to Hlošek, but he got marked. I don't know if it would have changed anything, but I just decided to go for the shot anyway. And it's a good save in the end. We got a corner though. Dembele delivers towards Hlošek. It's clawed away, I think, by the goalkeeper again. I think we're going to get another corner. I'm going to stop chewing my chewing gum in case you guys can hear it. Just try to get my breath smelling nicer, to be honest. Oh, the keeper just comes out every time, doesn't he? Wherever you put it. Carbonero wins possession though.
He's beaten his man.
I don't know what to do here. I've kind of fucked myself into a corner here. Luckily Tielemans is on hand. And Greenwood. Just go in the net, for Christ's sake. That's a bit unlucky for Brighton to concede, but bloody hell. I could have given it on one more to Haaland and it would have been an easier finish, but Greenwood's on a goal drought, so I'm kind of happy I managed to thump it in finally with him.
Well, I'm sure you want to see this again. Where is everybody? The defenders, nowhere
Poor
to be seen.
goalkeeper, honestly. No luck
Well,
for him there. If I was conceding that kind of goal, I'd be so fuming. But luckily, we were playing against computers. They're on legendary difficulty, so I think we'll be okay. Don't think we'll get any angry messages. Mason Greenwood only scores his 4th this season. Not as much as he was doing last season, of course, but he is... I think he's assisting quite a bit, and he has scored himself a goal here.
Second goal for them here.
Which is decent. I don't know if I'm going to continue, like, if I ever do win the Champions League and I ever finish this career mode, I don't know if I'll continue it afterwards off screen just to see how we go. But honestly, it's been a fun ride so far. We've still got a long way to go. We've got this season. We probably won't get top 4 this season. I doubt it. We could try and snatch a Europa League place if the form is incredible, but I don't see it happening, to be honest. Tielemans gets it away. But I think it's going to take at least 2 Premier League seasons, possibly 3, to get into the Champions League. Maybe another season or 2 to win the Champions League. So I don't know how many seasons it's going to take to get to the Champions League final and win it. I would also love to win the Premier League title, but that doesn't have to be, that's not a must, really. Just a maybe. I shouldn't have passed out with Wan-Bissaka, just yeet it away, Tielemans. Get it to half-time. Sweet, perfect. Right, not a bad first half. Possession could be a little bit better, but we've got to a lead. Haaland and Greenwood, the goal scorers. Pretty decent start.
Well, there's a sound
Can't complain.
why we're focusing on him. He's making his presence felt in attack league.
Yeah, well, he scores so many goals.
3 shots on target, they were all in one burst.
The keeper must be absolutely sick and tired of him. Yet another goal today, and I don't think he's finished there either.
Yet another goal. But everyone's been complaining about his goal drought, and the commentators go, yet another goal. Like, is he bad or not? Tell me. Don't give me mixed signals. Spurs and Chelsea are joining their game. Spurs, of course, still unbeaten at the top of the Premier League. If Chelsea can win that, then they won't be, obviously. 5 shots for 5 on target for ourselves with 41% possession. 2 shots for 2 on target for Brighton with 59% possession. Again, I don't really care about possession as long as we're getting results. The stamina doesn't look too bad, but I still probably make some substitutes in the second half just to keep things fresh.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins.
Kick off here at the Valley Parade for the second half. Brighton versus Bradford. It looks like they're trying to go for an early attack here. Cabrais has no option and Tomori can clear that up. I'm actually enjoying using Tomori in defence, maybe more into Tadibo. But Tadibo's got more growing to do, so that's probably why I started more. Greenwood. I've kept the ball. Well, I thought I'd kept the ball. Turns out I hadn't.
Enjoying the bulk of possession here, but after that it's been disappointing. I'd like to see them use those wide areas.
Tomori once again getting in the way.
Get round them as opposed to trying
Greenwood.
to go through the middle.
Tielemans. Dembele. Don't know if I can take it round on the left here. I think I might be able to. Yeah. There's no way Svensson is as fast as me. Oh, he's nodded it wide. It was Loschek. It was an open space and he just had to put it on target and he hasn't done, unfortunately. Luckily though, I've realised that the injury, the knock that he had is not there anymore. So that's always good. But that could have been 3. It wasn't, unfortunately. Essie getting in front. Greenwood. Greenwood's on 1 right now.
It's Brighton and Hove Albion facing Burnley.
Greenwood's on 1 right now. Oh, you've got to be joking. He did it all himself and then he hit the post. Mason Greenwood doing absolutely everything there all by himself. And he's gone and hit the post. Ahanak coming off for Kennedy in the Brighton area. We'll make our substitution soon. Oh, that's a bit upsetting for myself personally because that's a really good run I've just done. But sorry, it's not the end of the world. There'll be other chances. Maybe I should have passed off. Maybe that was the game telling me you should have passed it off. Hakimi intercepts. Dembele, Loschek, Hakimi. He's got the space to run here.
Hakimi and scope for the cross.
Oh, I should have aimed it close to Haaland. Fuck it. Oh, it wasn't a bad shot from Yuri, to be fair. He's got a hell of a long shot on him. To save, though. You just have to remember, Yuri's got that in his locker. He scored one of them a few games ago. I think it was the same game where Haaland got his bicycle kick. I think I even called the episode Bicycle Kick, so you can go look for it. And you can see his long shot. The delivery's not going to get to Haaland. It's unfortunate. Dembele. Cabanero's just drifted offside. It's okay because it's been intercepted. Alright. Laborde. Or Laborde. On the right here for Brighton. Now playing it back into the middle.
And Kennedy with it. I must say this looks promising. He takes aim.
Takes a shot, but it's saved. Maybe it shouldn't have been for Carbonero with the throw.
Kennedy, crossing possibilities.
Kennedy out on the left now for Brighton. Headed away by Tamori and brought away further by Greenwood. Now can we send Hlošek through it perhaps? I mean, realistically he's got a yard of pace on Phil Jones, but Phil with his strength able to clear it away. I thought we could get Hlošek through. And this is where we're going to make our substitutions as well. Don't want to have anyone be too tired. Hlošek really hasn't had a day of it. And he did pick up a knock, so I just don't want to risk it. We'll give him a break. We'll also bring on Kutchu. In fact, actually... Fuck it, I'll bring on Van Dam. For Dembele. I know he's not really a left mid anymore. I usually employ him more as a centre mid. And I know he doesn't play as much anymore for the team. But he's also going to be leaving next month. But I still feel like we need to play him a couple more times before he exits. He's been a good player. I can't remember what we got for him. I think it was like 20 mil. Anyway, Dembele and Hlošek coming off for Van Dam and Jota. Not too shabby. From Dembele. Hlošek had a good header and unfortunately missed it, so he's had the chances. Carbonero with a strong tackle. Throw in though for Brighton, and they're gripping up like fuck. But Carbonero still wins the ball back. And he's come through to Diogo Jota. I should have maybe taken an extra touch there, but it's a save nonetheless. Carbonero's fun to use as a ball winner, to be honest. I thought I possibly could go to Haaland, it went to Jota. I should have taken a touch to steady myself and then shot it, but it was just at a time I thought it's going to go to Haaland. Just shoot it straight away with him because he's getting close down. It didn't. It's fine. So we've got 20 minutes left in this game at the Valley Parade. Tielemans on the corner.
He's driven in the
Greenwood the target. Keeper gets there. Van Dam. I was going to try and go around and take a shot with him. Van Dam's got a bit of a shot on him as well. Just couldn't, unfortunately. That's a deflected off Van Dam now. I don't want to drag Hakimi too far out of position because he's been doing well today when he's been in position. Quite proven. Playing it safe. Greenwood. Oh, I tried to pass it off. Rip. Good tackle from them. I didn't pass it off in time.
Getting news of a goal in the Spurs match. Alan McInally.
It's a second goal for Tottenham Hotspur. 75 minutes played. 2-1.
Spurs are winning their game.
Right up to date.
Still at top of the league. Blocked by Hakimi. It's going to be brought away by Van Dam. Tielemans. Greenwood.
Diogo Jota.
Jota.
And space for the cross. Will it be?
Laid off to Greenwood. And it's 3.
Well, it's goal after
What a
goal
play there. I was
after
thinking of
goal.
going for the shot of my own with Jota, seeing what would happen. But then I saw Greenwood in a bit of space, no one marking him. You might as well just take the shot. And it's 3-0. Greenwood's getting a double today. Hopefully this is a turnaround in Mason Greenwood's fortunes as well. He hasn't been the player he was last season. I'm so glad Haaland opened his legs to fucking let that ball through, because if Haaland had deflected that, madness would have occurred. Smart play by Erling Braut Haaland. He's not a dumbass.
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach.
But Greenwood and Jota combining very well there to make it 3-0 Bradford City. 5 goals now in the Premier League for Mason Greenwood, the captain. Showing why he's wearing the armband today. He's had a couple of shit performances this season, but he's proving himself today, in my opinion. Proves why I trusted him to be captain. Mainly because he's one of the longest serving players here, but
only 10 minutes remaining here.
Also because he's capable of good performances. Don't know if Van Dam will make that. I know Dembele would have made it if I kept him on, but I didn't, so just how it goes. Van Dam's not really a... I see Van Dam as more of a centre mid. I always say that whenever I use him. But I already put Jota at striker, so I had to bring on Van Dam as a left mid. Because Dembele was tired. I don't want to risk him being super tired, because we need as many good players as we can for the matches coming up. The 6 Premier League games in 18 days. Couldn't keep the ball. Hakimi with a header. Nice. Van Dam.
And it's a case of just 5 minutes
Greenwood.
left.
The game's over. They might get a consolation, but the game is over in terms of the result. Van Dam. Back post to Haaland. Couldn't quite meet it. Not the end of the world. We're going to get a throw in here. I'm not going to make any more substitutes at this point. There's no point. There's only 2 minutes left. I was thinking of bringing on Kutcher for Greenwood, but I don't see any point, to be honest. Greenwood. I'll get the pass round, but no, not today, unfortunately. Well, not on that occasion anyway, unfortunately. Carbonero tried to win the ball back. The ball winner of the team, the stamina machine. Carbonero is a key part of this team, so I think I was going to sell him. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself. I saw them would have been fucked, especially with the striker injuries we've had this season. We've had Jota be injured a little bit. We've had what the fuck is Lafont doing? That was the game doing that, not me, by the way. Full disclosure. We've had Jota injured a little bit. We've had Haaland. Ploshik could have been injured. Guys, I've not been wanting to say it the whole game. But we have kept... I've been quiet about it all game because I didn't want to like jinx it or anything, but we've kept our first Premier League clean sheet, boys. 3-0 victory over Brighton and Hove Albion. Solid performance from your boys, the Bantams. And maybe the defence tactic is working, because we're on a 5 win streak now, if we're including all competitions, and a 3 win streak in the Premier League. A double from Greenwood and a goal as well from Erling Braut Haaland makes it Bradford City 3, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. Happy days.
Greenwood.
Ten shots with 8 on target for ourselves, 3 shots with 3 on target for Brighton. Honestly, I thought they might have scored one, but they didn't. 43% possession for us, 57 for them, should mention as well. But as we go into the ranks here, Greenwood's given man of the match, no doubt. Tielemans with an 8.6, I'm assuming he got one of the assists. Yeah. So Tielemans, Greenwood and Jota with the assists. So Greenwood scored 2 and also assisted 1. Assisted the Haaland goal, didn't he? I think he did actually, now I remember. But anyway, Greenwood having a man of the match performance. Tielemans 8.6. Haaland with an 8.3. Hakimi 8.2. Hakimi was solid when he stayed in his position today. Like when Hakimi plays left back instead of left mid, it goes well. Jota with an 8.1. Carbonero with an 8 as well. Everyone else is doing pretty decent though, to be fair. Their best player, it looks like it's going to be no, it's not. It's Bryce and Svensson, a joint 7.3. Phil Jones, the captain, only getting 6.7. That's why you don't sign Phil Jones. A draw between Spurs and Chelsea. That means Spurs still unbeaten. Don't know if they'll still be at the top, but they're still unbeaten. Good performance from us though. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy.
Can we ask you a question?
Yeah, ask me as many questions as you want. I'm in a good mood. Jota's continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied with his performance today? He did decent. He got an assist. Came on and helped big time. Deserves all praise. We'll keep praising him. I do this every time just to keep the morale up. Jota is a fantastic player and he deserves all the praise he gets. Hope he can continue to amaze us with performances like these. With 2 goals to secure a win, Greenwood was the hero today. Any thoughts? I mean, he's been a bit off the trail recently, but he's got back into it today. And an impressive... In fact, we'll go for the overall great performance. The whole team did well. The entire team deserves credit for this result. It's clear that Greenwood start today, but Bradford is a club that always puts the group before the individual. How do you feel about sealing Brighton and Hove Albion's fate? They will most likely relegate you to the result against your team today. I don't think they will, because let me just think about this before I answer this question. It's not even halfway through the season yet, and I believe they're 17th. Or they're not even. I don't even think they're 17th. I don't even think they're in the relegation anywhere near it. But whatever. The boys performed exactly how I expected them to, perfectly. The point being that it's too early to say who's going to get relegated. I mean, hell, we can still get relegated.
Thanks.
But we don't, because I'm actually having a good performance streak right now. But anyway, good win for the boys. And now I've got West Ham coming up in the next game, and that's going to be a difficult one because they're in 8th and they're performing quite well. And Naby Keita is their top goal scorer, so quite interesting. Anyway, we'll sim up to. Oh no! No, fuck! I didn't see the trading. I was trying to stop it for the 12th. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's my bad. I'll do training after this match. I'm a brain dead skunk monkey. I apologise. Match rescheduled. Man City versus Bradford's been moved to the 27th from the 28th. Have we got an FA Cup game going on or something? That's exactly what we've got. We've got Wolves in the round of 64. Are you joking me? I mean, granted, they are a championship side again, but they probably still have some kind of quality. I don't know. To be honest, not the easiest game I could ever have. But next we've got West Ham. We've got quite a packed month. So now instead of having 6 games in 18 days, we've got 7 games in 20 days. We've got one of them out of the way and we're about to do another one, but I thought we would get to January by Friday, but I was wrong. We've got the round of 64 to play. We're on January by next weekend. God, the fixtures are building up big time here. And we know who our round of 32 opponents will be as well. I don't know when they did the draw. I'm going to have to look in the news story a bit here. It must be in the news, surely. That they've drawn. Yeah. Here we go. Bradford City get favourable draw with PSV in the UEFA Europa League. Let's see this full story. I wasn't sure when the draw would take place, and it already has. Bradford City will likely consider themselves lucky after a favourable draw. Will see face PSV in the next round. However, nothing is guaranteed on the journey to the Europa League round of 16. Although Bradford side has a clear advantage, the two-legged tie will reach its conclusion on February 22nd at the Vibe Parade. Bradford City's home. Okay. Do we know the other draws? Like, oh, here we go. Oh, it's your boys. Let's see what the other matches are. So we've got Rapid Vienna, Valencia, Slavia Praha. Okay, I'm not reading all of them, that's too fast. But those are the other games in the Europa League. I kind of want to see who Rangers faced. Did it show Rangers? It must have shown Rangers in the first one. Ugh, I missed it on my stream as well. But anyway, we're going to be facing PSV in our next Europa League contest in the round of 32. But that's all the way in February. We have to worry about that for a while. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. We've made a bit of daylight, to be honest, between like the bottom teams, but the teams above us are still winning games. I kind of want to break into that top 10, which means if we beat West Ham, I don't know what the goal difference will be like, but if we beat West Ham, we might be able to get there. I'm just going to check quickly. I think the goal difference will be in their favour. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to get into the top half, but it seems to be breaking away a bit, which is unfortunate. But at least we're making a gap between ourselves and the bottom end. Like, we're doing quite well, I think, now. We're finally, I don't want to say too early for finding our groove, but we are getting somewhere. We got our first clean sheet of the Premier League season. Happy fucking days. Watch this. If I go on here now and I go on to here. Yeah, we go. Lafont. Some goalkeepers have 2 clean sheets. Some teams have 2 goalkeepers with clean sheets. We've just got one with Lafont. 15 matches it took. 15 fucking matches. Clean sheets are quite difficult this season to get unless your name is Alisson. So, I don't know. Or Edison. They're still top goalkeepers in the Premier League 5 seasons down the line. So, but anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. 3-0 win over Brighton. First Premier League clean sheet. Double for Greenwood as he gets back in, hopefully, into scoring form. And we'll see you guys next time when we go to the London Stadium to take on West Ham.